right. Let me get my screen so
How
you
do I
can
get
see me
there?
here. Again, you have to go to the main page and you can find us. All right, guys. So some of you are going to think we're an hour late, and that's because I just did an entire stream that nobody could see, except for the few that actually had the direct link. Still doing the learning curve here on the streaming. So sorry about that. I will do the same thing now, and maybe there'll be some people that can come on. If not, if you missed it because I messed it up, then the recording will be there. So so that's good, and I'm sorry to hear that. If you want to text Frankie, let him know what we're doing. That would be fine. You don't have to though.
I think you already
Um,
helped us out enough.
all right. So that being said, with that sort of intro, now that we're actually are going to be live where people can actually see us, I'm gonna roll the intro. So yeah. All right. So, like I said, hey Ray, we see you. Glad. Thank you for being there. Sorry, we're like an hour late. It's because I was doing the show, but I was doing it to only people that were in front of that we gave the direct link to, so we were not findable. So sorry about that. Again, this is our second time doing a live stream, or third, I guess, second week doing a live stream, and we had issues last time. This time, I went through and I made sure nobody else in the house was using the internet, and I connected via Ethernet cable so that we weren't having a Wi-Fi issue anymore. I tweaked settings and we still messed it up. So somehow I tried to. I don't know if anybody knows anything about these using OBS and streaming and whatnot, but I tried to, set it up in advance and then run it, and then it wouldn't let me play it from the URL that I had designated. So I had to do it live, and then it worked just fine. So I guess the answer to that is don't plan ahead. So anyway, so that being said, we are glad to be on here again now, and it works. There is a delay with everything. When I say something, you actually won't get it for several seconds later, and then we won't hear from you until several seconds later. And I've tried to minimize that in the settings without risking the stupid thing crashing. So, yeah, so that's what's going on. It did not crash when I just did it for our private party a minute ago. So hopefully it will not crash on us here again today. But because I just jumped on here, every time I make changes on it, I'm probably going to have to reset the camera. It will just look weird to you guys. And it's because all of my pre-planning is probably gone. So when I change scenes, you will notice that, and I'll fix it as fast as I can. So we recently started doing these sort of, live streams because YouTube gave us something called super chats, and it's something that we can offer to our subscribers and our community, and that is awesome. Except for the fact that in order to do it, I had to start having lives because I wasn't doing anything live unless I was out and about somewhere and wanted to show you where I was really quick. And I didn't have a scheduled show, a scheduled time to have a conversation with the community. So that's what I've started doing, and we're going to see how that goes there. And see if people like like us doing the show. We got this because of the you know 500 subscriber milestone that we passed. If you saw that video, you'll know what I'm talking about. That episode that we did. And speaking of that episode, uh, in that episode we talked about a giveaway. Actually, two giveaways.
Free stuff.
Yeah, and so we are giving away a T-shirt, and the Graybeard Biker not politically correct pin. So
Ooh.
yeah, so we will actually be drawing the names for that and putting it in the next episode that we do. So if you're seeing this and you haven't put in for the giveaway, there's still time. Go find the 500 subscriber celebration video and then put in for it there, because we will be drawing those names very, very soon to go into our next
Do you want
video.
me to find a link for it and put it in the chat?
Sure, if you want to, or they can find it. If you want to find it and put it in there, that's great. You'll have to, videos. There you go. So she'll put it in there. It's this one. So may the odds ever be in your favor. So we just finished the Leesburg Bike Fest video series. So did you guys catch those episodes? I hope you did. If so, tell me what you think of them. The episodes with the girls are always very popular, and so we had lots of girls in this one. We went to the bikini contest was there, but there was also Wendy Akers that was there. Speaking of that, the uncensored version of the episode 2, which is the one that had all the girls in it, is up on Patreon. We had to put that on Patreon because YouTube does not like us having it over here. And actually, we have it through Patreon and through Patreon with another YouTube channel. The problem with it is YouTube will put strikes against the channel if we have things like that, and this channel can't have any strikes. So I put it on another channel and then filtered it through Patreon. The way you're supposed to do it, the way that I should do it, is use a different video hosting feed so that there's no issues at all. The problem with that is I don't have enough subscribers over on Patreon to cover the cost of doing that. We have 2 videos up now, and we've had 2 people that have signed up. So that's great. And if it's something that you like us having, by all means, let me know, and we will continue doing it. If it's something you don't really care about, let me know that too, and I won't put in the extra work, and we'll just close down that the Patreon over there, and we won't do anymore. We have the memberships here that we can do.
Ray was wondering, how do you register? Just make a comment on the video?
No, if you go to the video, it talks about it in there. But
You have to watch the video.
I think you have to be a subscriber and you have to thumbs up. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, so you have to be subscribed, which I believe you are, and then put the thumbs up emoji, and that's how you get counted. That's it. It's very simple to do. Let's see what else. We released our first membership video on the YouTube memberships, which is also something else that they've let us do. And the one that I did is for the apprentice level, which is the highest level, which is the one that is for people that want to make motorcycle videos on their own and be a YouTuber and that sort of thing. Since we lost our Insta6 360 X3 on our Leesburg trip, I did an unboxing of the new camera, which is the X4, and talked about it. So that's what that is. I'll be putting more stuff into all of these, guys. The whole membership thing is just as new to me as it is to you. There is some information about it. If you click the join button underneath the screen, it has an intro video that kind of tells you what it is. I talked about it in that 500 subscriber thing. But all of the little perks that are offered are, I'm building that database as we go. So, thanks for your patience as we build all that stuff out. Like I said, I just did the first one for the YouTuber video motorcycle thing. So, more fun stuff to come. So that's great. Let's see, what else do we got here?
You still want this up here?
No, I'm moving. We are also doing our next video is going to be on group writing. It's almost done as well. I go through the different hand signals that people need to know writing. I go through the different formations, a lot of different maneuvers that are done. That'll be the next video that is coming up. I've been working on. There's animations and stuff in it, so it's been taking a little longer to do. But that's the one where we will announce who the winners are of the giveaway. So it's almost done. I've got a couple of animations that I had to make for it more today. Then I have to go through it again and hopefully have it up this weekend. So that's the next episode that we're going to do. I also released this past week the review of the Fedora helmet. And so that one was up to. There's a lot of people that we got a lot of comments on how it's not DOT approved, which I actually said in the video. It's not DOT approved. So look, it just stopped again. There, it came back on. Weird. This streaming thing, I tell you what. My screen just went blank and then it came back for no reason. I'm sure it just happened to you as well. Yeah, we're still here. Anyway, so yeah, we did the Fedora one. You know, it's interesting. A lot of people that would wear that helmet would wear it places that you don't actually need a helmet, but they want to wear it because it looks cool. I can't wear it because it won't fit me, like I said in the video. So I have no opinion on it at all because I can't wear it. That's my opinion. My opinion is you should have made it bigger. Yeah, so you thought it was comfortable.
Yeah, of course, I have a smaller head, but you look really good in fedoras. But I do think that you're right. I think the fedora helmet was made for people that don't care about helmets as far as it being a safety issue.
Yeah.
It's more just an accessory. People like you who don't want to wear their helmets if they can help it.
Yeah, a lot of there's some people that commented on that video that really understood that, you know. But then there's people that, you know, if you don't wear a helmet, you're stupid. So there was those people that commented as well. There's an argument. Maybe one day I'll do a you know, compare and contrast for helmet laws. For the most part, with helmet laws, bikers don't like people telling them what to do. Whether it's good for them or not is irrelevant. So that is really my stance on the whole helmet thing. There's also just as many, you know, statistics that talk about how it can hurt you as there are that it can help you. So
the old airbag argument.
What's the airbag argument? What's that?
Where
that it hurts as many as it helps? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's all about being the right distance away from the airbag, the right kind of airbags, blah, blah, blah. So like a helmet. Mm-hmm. But I would say that this would be an interesting debate to have on a live or on a video, because I am pro-helmet, believe it or not. Now, I understand that bikers don't like to be told what to do, but bikers want to live to ride again and again and again. So what we'll do is we'll protect our melons so that we can ride another day.
So not going to argue that today, but,
no, but
maybe we'll do that in another episode sometime. That's something to do. Actually, you know, doing the research on both sides of that and kind of bringing it to you guys and see what you think. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, because Lord knows there's strong people on both sides of that argument. But the next review we're going to do, which I mentioned in the last stream, is the Viking bags. Viking bags sent me a bag, they sent you a bag, and we haven't done the review on it yet. So we're going to be doing that soon and going from there. We're also going to be doing a Q&A episode pretty soon. I've had a lot of people that have sent me questions. I'm going to answer those questions. If you have more questions, you're welcome to put it in the chat here, put it in the comments of anywhere. If you want to be anonymous, you can send me a message on social media, whatever you want to do. And we'll be going through and answering some of those. Some very good questions. So we'll be doing that soon as well. If you want to get in on that, send us some questions and we'll go from there. Now, rally news. I'm going to change here and we'll see. I bet you it messes up my camera. You ready? Yeah, it's got yep, it messed up the camera. All this stuff is still turned on. See, because I already did this whole thing once. Alright, so let's fix the camera here. Hey, there we are. So, Myrtle Beach actually starts tomorrow. Myrtle Beach starts tomorrow. We're not going to Myrtle Beach this year. We went last year. Matter of fact, we did the whole Myrtle Rally versus Myrtle Bike Week episode last year when we went. So we have a video on that you can see. You'll also find some really great barbecue that is in Myrtle Beach. So, which kind of surprised me that every place we went to, barbecue-wise, was good.
Yeah, surprising barbecue in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. So not that South Carolina shouldn't have great barbecue, but that we found as many as I go to find two that were notable in the same trip, it's rare.
I have known this man for a decade and some odd, and he doesn't like barbecue. He loves barbecue, but he never finds a barbecue place he likes. And in one trip, we found two places. It's kind of amazing.
Yep. So the other thing that we talked about Myrtle last week, is we talked about the riding, but I didn't really get to show you some of what I talked about. We talked about it a lot, but I didn't have maps. I have maps now. So I'll show you here. This is the Myrtle Beach to Wilmington trip, which is super cool. It sounds super cool. I haven't done it. It actually goes through Southport, and there is a 35-minute ferry ride where you and your motorcycle get on the ferry and you go across a strait, or I don't know, a body of water for 35 minutes and end up on the other side. And then you continue on to Wilmington. Now, they do say it's a day-long trip because you're going from Myrtle Beach to North Carolina, all along the coast. So it's a long trip, but there's lots of things to do while you're on there. There's a North Carolina aquarium that's there. There's lots of little towns that you can go through. So it does sound like a cool thing to do, but it will evidently take you a while. So that's fun and something cool to look forward to next time that we go up there. And then there's the Myrtle to Georgetown trip that we talked about. This is kind of what it looks like. It is not as long. There's people that literally go from Myrtle to Georgetown, turn around and come right back, because it's all along the coast, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty awesome. And then the other ride, let's see, the Conway Loop. This is the Conway Loop. Now, if you'll notice, there's an awful lot of this that looks the same. It's all going up the coast, and then this, you go over, you come back through, I think it's a national forest. So what I would do if I was going to do all of these is I would go all the way up to North Carolina and then come back using this other side of the loop. Yeah, we actually didn't do a lot of riding when we were in Myrtle. We did some, but not a whole lot. Here's the Cherokee Scenic Highway that we talked about. That, again, is not close to Myrtle. It's not really a rally ride, but it is one that we kind of talked about last week. And then there's the Savannah River Run that we also talked about, which is just south of the Cherokee Scenic Highway. And then while we're talking about South Carolina, there's also one up near Charleston, which is called the Ashley River Road, which is supposed to be pretty cool as well. So I like to do a lot of riding when I go to rallies nowadays. We've already done the whole vendor thing. We have seen we get surprised very literally, is that a word? Rarely. When we go to rallies nowadays, as far as vendor stuff. If we're looking for something, we'll get it. If we have service that we need done, we'll obviously go to vendors there for that. And then we have our vendor friends that we talk to when we're there. But as far as, oh, surprise, this is here. We're not really surprised much anymore. So we spend a lot of time riding. That's been our go-to nowadays and thing that we like to do. So that's cool. All right, so the next one that is not this weekend is in Tennessee. It is on May 16th. It is the Tennessee Motorcycle and Music Revival. Now, I'm going to change to the screen to that. When I do that, it's going to mess the camera up. So little heads up there and go. All this stuff's still turned on. Here's the camera. See, it doesn't make me mad when I know it's coming. As mad anyway. And there we go. See, again, all the pre-planning is failed for this, I tell you what. But Tennessee, we talked about it last week as well. It's at Loretta Lynn's Ranch, which is actually just a little bit south and west of Nashville. It is not as far away as I thought it was from the world, um, but it has a lot of really cool things that they talk about with it. I may actually go to this one, and it's really close. So I need to make up my mind. But it sounds like it has trail riding, it has a hill climb, it has track racing. It's got some rare things that you don't always see, and then of course it also has the things that you see like biker games and vendors and a burnout competition. It has all of that as well. But they also they have like a party in the river, stuff like that. So there's some pretty rare things that are there. I do believe it is a camping rally. I haven't heard anything about hotels near it.
What about a bunker biker?
There are no bunker bikers near it.
Oh, really?
I have looked. Yeah, there's one that I contacted that was kind of on the way from Atlanta, but I did not hear back from them. So yeah, bunker biker is not really a big option there for that one. But they do have some riding. So let's talk about the riding that they have. We didn't talk about that last week. They are at the very tip end of the Natchez, is that how you say it? Natchez Trace Parkway, which is a very long motorcycle road that's kind of famous. And it goes from I think it starts at the Mississippi-Louisiana border or thereabouts, and then runs all the way up through Nashville. So you can't take the entire road and call yourself being at the rally because it is, all the way through Mississippi. But the tail end of it is up there, and it's something that's notable in there. And then there's also the land between the lakes. This is north of where the rally is. There are two rivers that kind of split, and it has this road that runs in between them that's supposed to be pretty cool. Again, I haven't been to this rally, so I haven't been on these roads, but it's something that I really want to do. Then there's the Tennessee Baby Dragon. Now, if you know about the Dragon, which is in or near Robbinsville, North Carolina, the Dragon is 317 curves and 11 miles. And most people know it. Well, Tennessee has their own version, which they named after it. It's the Tennessee Baby Dragon. So if you're a curvy road person, fan of those things, this is north of the rally as well. It's actually, if you look at the map, you see the split of the river. The one we just talked about, land between the lakes, is what runs in the middle. This is on the northeast side of that, which is pretty cool. And then there is Cedar Creek to the Harley in the Sky. I haven't been on this either. This is south of where the rally is. The Harley in the Sky sounds like it's this thing that everybody should know. I did not know about it, but I want to go see this Harley in the Sky now.
So what is it?
It is a motorcycle that is probably up on a big signpost.
Oh, okay.
So it's like literally lifted in the air. Yeah, don't know. I haven't been to it, but people say it's a really cool ride. So I'm interested in kind of going to that.
Ray wants to know if we've ever been to Thunder in the Smokies yet.
Thunder in the Smokies. Is that the one in Maggie Valley?
Yes.
We did go to the one in Maggie Valley. Yes.
Yes, that is it.
Yes, that is super cool. We did a video on that. You can find it on our videos. The riding up there is awesome as well because Blue Ridge Parkway is up there. So yes, I really enjoyed that. I did not go because that's happening. One of them, it happens 3 times a year. One of those is happening either last week or this week.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Also, but we did not go to it this spring. But it is super cool, and I highly recommend it. The other one that I haven't been to is, I think it's called the Smoky Mountain Bike Week. It's brand new. It happened last year, was its first one, but it happened the same time as Thunder at the Smokies, which I was already booked at. So I did not go to it last year. I am planning on going to it this year if I can. It's not coming up soon, so I can't really speak to I haven't done any research on when it is yet. If you go to bikerrallydirectory.com, all of this stuff is listed there. But that one I want to go to. But Maggie Valley, yes, we've been there. We like it. Thunder in the Smokies, super cool. Did you go? Have you been to it? If so, let me know what you think of it. Um, I really thought that it was nice. There's a place called Joey's Pancakes House that's next to it, which is phenomenal for breakfast food, which is surprising because
You remember the name of you talking about in Thunder and Smoky? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Maggie Valley. Yeah,
You remember the name of the
I
pancake?
do. It was
Wow.
right across the street from our
Oh,
hotel.
you ate there twice.
Yeah, and it was actually really good. I'm not a big breakfast person, but it was notably good.
Yeah, the people were really nice.
Yep.
What beautiful rides in that area. Just so beautiful.
Yeah, there were.
Around Cherokee and all that.
And then we're gonna mess up my camera again. Hey, no, it didn't mess it up.
Hey.
Hey, that's cool. So I wonder why this one worked and the other ones didn't. The rally after that's coming up is May 16th in Colorado. So Aspen Cache Motorcycle Rally in Colorado. Haven't been to it. It's out west. There's a lot of them out west that I don't know, that I've heard of course, but I don't know. I haven't been to it. It happens twice a year. There's also one out there that's called Golden something that happens, I guess, in the fall. Haven't been to it. If you guys have been to these other rallies, I've been to a lot of them on the East Coast. Haven't been to much of them that are west. The furthest one that I've been to is the Lone Star Rally, which is in Galveston, Texas. So maybe if you've gone through some of those other ones and you can tell us your experience, let us know for sure.
Ray is asking if we know about VAM, Virginia Motor Meetup.
No, I do not.
Yeah. Last July they had 35 YouTube.
Maybe 35 YouTube people?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, but I will look it up. I
Yeah.
will look it up and I will.
This is
if
what's
it's
great
coming,
when you guys can tell us about stuff we don't know about.
It's coming in July, so that means I'll be able to talk about it in the future. What's it, VAMM?
Yeah.
Right? There it is, maybe.
Hold on. No, hold on. I'm looking for it. Virginia. Oh, it's wrong.
Virginia Motor
Verge.
Meetup. So, VAMU maybe? Maybe it's this one. Virginia Sport Riders?
No. Nova.
Okay, so Ray, you're going to have to send me a link to it because I can't find it.
Yeah. Give us more info on it.
So,
Virginia
well, that's Cyclefish.
Yeah, no, I don't.
So, oh, there it is. Virginia
Rally
Moto
Ride.
Meetup. VAMM. All right, so I found a YouTube video on it. So, yeah, I'll see if I can't figure out more about it. Have you been to it? Did you think it was cool? You know, if you thought it was cool, then it's definitely worth checking out. So, yeah, so that's awesome. We'll have to look into that. All right, so then there's one on the 19th that is in Covington, Georgia. Covington Bike Fest. This is in the Atlanta metro area. We went to it last year, and actually this trophy right here came from there. But I don't think I'm going to it this year. I cannot enter the bike show because of what happened to Alchemy. If you remember from the Leesburg episode, Alchemy had an accident. Not a collision, but an accident. And I have to get her fixed. And so I've been talking to the insurance company, and all of that is worked out. Now I just have to find a dealership that I trust that has a fairly quick turnaround time for me to send it to. I actually don't like my local dealership. There's literally one that is, 15 minutes from
Not
here?
even, yeah.
Yeah, their customer service is not so good. So I usually take it to the one that's a lot further away. So in case you wondered if customer service matters, yeah, it does. So, yeah.
Special shout out to Killer Creek.
Yeah, that's the one that we take it to that we like.
Steve Champion, you're the best.
So be seeing him again soon. So I have to get that done before I can start doing bike shows and stuff like that again. I am going to be doing a bike show episode pretty soon too. That is on the docket as well. Now, after Covington Bike Fest, there is Gulfport Blowout. This is Mississippi Gulfport Dragway. It is a drag course, speed racing, drag racing? Yeah, motorcycle drag racing. Um, it is an event that's put on by the Asgard Motorcycle Club, which is a support club, I believe, for the Banditos.
Banditos.
It is definitely, they're definitely related to them. I don't know if they're technically a support club or not. But we've gone to this a lot. Back when my club was in full gear, we went to it a lot. It was the guy that was my sponsor. It was his favorite one. So it is about 90 minutes north of New Orleans. So we would go run down to New Orleans for a day trip when we were down there. It's also not far from Biloxi, where they had gambling. So we would go to the casino in Biloxi too. It was a good time. It is another one of those adult ones, though. So it is not necessarily kid friendly, but private property. Do whatever the hell you want to. One of those sorts of places. But it holds really fond memories for me because of the guys that I went with. So yeah, that's coming up. When is that? That's May 24th is when that is. It's in Mississippi. And let's see, they have all Harley drag racing, bike shows, live music, all the stuff that you always have. Plus, Daisy Dukes, wet t-shirts contest, that sort of thing as well. So that is coming up. And then after that is going to be the Ohio Bike Week, which is in Sandusky, Ohio. That is May 24th as well. I have not been to the one in Ohio either. So they are, however, pulling out big guns as far as music goes. They're going to have Bret Michaels, who is from Poison. They're going to have Ace Frehley, who is from Kiss, and Frehley's Comet. He's back in the New York groove. Then they also have Jackal that's going to be there. So usually Thunder Beach has a lot of big musical acts. They didn't do it this year, but Ohio Bike Week is. So they have some pretty cool things going on up there in Sandusky. Again, haven't been to this one. If you've been to it, let me know. They do have a lot of group rides that are going on at Ohio. I think there's like 7. Usually, if you're lucky, you'll find 2 at a normal rally. They'll have one group rally maybe each day. But Ohio Bike Week sports 7 different group rides that they talk about. Of course, I haven't been on them. But that's something that's cool as well. And then after that is Warrensburg Rally, which is the 28th. So Warrensburg is in New York, and I haven't been to it either. But we did go up through New York into, we went to Laconia, we went through New York. And we went, I think it's I don't know if Warrensburg is in upstate New York or not. But away from the city, New York was actually pretty awesome. Vermont was pretty awesome. As far as being luscious and green and all of that, which kind of surprised me. Because people are always talking about coming down south because of the weather and all of that. But yeah, I really enjoyed New England away from the cities. We drove up to Maine, went up through Bentley's, and that was pretty cool.
I love that area. What a beautiful ride.
We had clam chowder in
chowder.
No, Maine is lobster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston is clam chowder.
New England is clam chowder.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. It looks like one of those movies where you have the whole yacht club thing. That's what all that looked like up there. Little
It's very picturesque. Everywhere it looked like the front of a puzzle.
But,
speaking of Ray, by the way, just mentioned that he is 5 miles from Covington.
Oh wow!
So I just sent him.
So you're
link.
local.
Yeah, I just sent him a link to join our Facebook group. So that
He may already know about it. He may have come from there. So she sent you to Gwinnett Motorcycle Rides and Events on Facebook, which is a Facebook group that we sponsor for people that are local to our area in Atlanta. You may already know about it. That may be where you come from, for all I know. So let us know that, and we'll settle that between us. But yeah, if you haven't been, please join there. Every time we do a ride, it's usually talked about on there so people can ride with us.
Yeah.
So
And we ride all over the place, and we even put
yeah,
information in about not so local rides. And
we do.
So
Every time we're going anywhere, it's usually on there in case
hey,
somebody
he's in
wants.
Loganville.
In case somebody wants to ride with us. Where's Loganville?
What's up, neighbor?
You know where's Loganville? You
Where's
probably
Loganville?
do. Inside joke for people from around here. All right, so then there's American Motorcycle Rally, which is in Lake George, New York. So that happens May 29th, and they have a rodeo and barbecue, and it's in New York, which I find odd.
Sounds awesome.
So yeah, again, haven't been to it. Lots of really cool things, according to there's a boat cruise, which is also something that's not normal. I like things that are not normal, and they have 6 different rides. We talked about group rides being having a lot of them being rare. So I think because it's up in New York, when it comes time there's no snow on the ground, they make the most of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's really beautiful upstate New York, I've heard. I've never really been up there. I've been through there, but I've never been up there riding.
I think the reason why New England was as green as it was probably is because of all of the snow and whatnot they get during the winter months. It makes it, once it melts, it's all luscious grass and what. Maybe Vermont was amazing.
It's also just really clean up there. Clean air, clean grass, clean grounds. Just everything really clean.
Yep.
The kind of clean you get right after the rain, but it's like that everywhere.
All right, and then May 29th, the one that we will go to more than likely is in Helen. So, Ray, you're local. There's a event that we're going to be riding to in Helen. It's called Biker Nation's Reunion Rally. We talked to them in Leesburg. They're talking about sponsoring us going up there. So we'll be doing a whole series on it more than likely. But it's in Helen, Georgia. It is not the same one that was put on by Chattahoochee Biker Gear or whoever it was. They don't do it anymore. But Biker Nation has theirs up there still. And I haven't been to theirs. It's a little different too. They have a VIP package and dinners and different things. So I'm interested to find out more about what that is. But we will definitely be talking about the ride to it in the group. It's actually one of the featured pinned events on that Facebook group. Did he answer whether he was on the group or not?
He was not in the group. He's not part of the group yet, but he will. Okay. He didn't realize that we were local. That
yes,
we were in Atlanta.
We are right here in great ATL.
Hot Atlanta.
Yeah. So let's see what else. There's another one that is Street Vibrations, which is in Reno, Nevada. Never been to it. Online, it does not look spectacular. It does not have a great digital presence. I can't speak to it. Haven't been to it. If you've been to it, please let me know what you think. Yeah, well, and it happens twice a year. So if you've been to it and you think it's great, I'll take your word for it. I don't know. I haven't gone to anything that's out that far. But after that is Laconia, which, like I said, we did go to. So usually we try to go to one far away for us rally each year. This year we want it to be Sturgis if we can make that happen. Finding a place in Sturgis at this point is difficult. But we want Sturgis to be the far away one that we go to. That's a long time. From Atlanta, that's a long way. That's a lot of time away from work to make it worthwhile. But the riding up in Sturgis is supposed to be cool too. And for me to have never been to Sturgis is just weird.
Yeah, it's a bucket list item for sure.
I've had lots of opportunities to go. It just, you have to take 2 weeks off to go and make the most of it. It's going to take you a long time to get up there. And then once you're up there, you don't want to be up there 2 days and turn around. I mean, there's a lot of riding to do up there. So, yeah, that's something that I want to do. But that's not yet. Laconia is what's coming up right around the corner. And then after that, there's one in Illinois called Hog Rock. It's in Cave in Rock, yeah. Illinois. So that has live bands. It's another 21 and up.
Booby Fest.
Yes.
Adult
contest
adults
wrestling.
only.
Yes, it's just like the one in Alabama that we did.
Ooh, maybe it's hot shaving cream.
It is $60 a weekend, $40 a day. So it's one of those that you pay for as
That's
well.
expensive.
It's also bring your BYOB, which is rare as well.
Bring your own bitches.
Usually they make money off of alcohol, so BYOB is somewhat rare. But that is what's going on in Rally News. If you're going to any of those, let us know. And we'll talk more in depth about some of the ones as we get to them. Kind of like we talked more in depth about the riding and stuff for the ones that are coming up super close. That's kind of how we're going to do this with the Rally News. So the next one that I know that I am going to try to go to, I want to go to the Tennessee. I'm definitely going to go to the one in Helen, I believe. So those are my plans. Let me know what your plans are, and we'll see you in the next video. That's all. When you have something you want to tell the peoples?
No. Am I supposed to tell something?
No, just if you want to.
No. Hopefully you connect with us on our other social media platforms. We've got an Instagram, we've got a Facebook, we've got a Tickety Talk, and if you're local to the Atlanta area, we have a Facebook group, Gwinnett Motorcycle Rides and Events. We would love to connect with you there if you are local to the Atlanta area. You don't have to be from Gwinnett County, but there we post a lot of our local rides that we go to or the local events. Connect with us. And if you are a fan of ours, please.
Ignore it. Keep going. Sorry.
Yikes.
I clicked the button.
This is what happens. You're premature. If you are a fan of our stuff, that's awesome. We love you too. We would love it if you would show your appreciation by liking and subscribing to all of our crap all of the time, because that helps us produce even better, more and better crap for you. Because we're always thinking of new crap, and we'd love to share it with you, and we'd love to connect with you. So, yeah.
All right, so like I said, upcoming episodes are going to be, there's a group riding episode that we're doing, and then there's a bike show episode, not an event covering bike shows, about the art of the bike show. So that's going to be coming up, and then we have some product reviews that are coming up as well. So those are the things to look forward to. We're also doing this weekly at the moment. Let me know if you like these lives, and we'll continue doing them as well. But yeah, until next time, you guys stay free, keep it shiny side up.